Hello, my name is Daniel Findleton, student ID 100716573 with Advanced Computer Graphics at Ontario Tech University. And so here for Challenge 3, we're going to be looking at volumetric video using the Soar Capture Suite. So here you can see the Soar Capture Suite that we have at the Cirque building at the North Campus of Ontario Tech University. This is what we will use to capture our volumetric video. As you can see, there is a green square on the ground that delimits where the capture is going to take place. Anything within that square is going to be recorded as volumetric video. The way that the Soar Capture Suite works is we have 8 of these special cameras. These cameras have an RGB component and a depth component, which can record both the color and the depth. The way it records the depth is that it will project an infrared pattern onto the object being recorded, and it has an infrared camera which picks up on those patterns and decodes it in order to determine how far the object is away from the camera and what the topology of that object would be. So here we have a look in software of what it looks like when you're recording. In the software is where you would actually define the bounds of the capture and synchronize the cameras to make sure that the capture is correct. So here we have the final capture in Unity. It's me, ya boy, hitting that sweet dab. As you can see, the result isn't perfect. Thin objects such as my fingers don't really get picked up by the software very well. This isn't a problem here, but the software also has issues picking up black and glossy materials due to it causing issues with the infrared and the depth sensor. There's also a bit of artifacting. You can sort of see the colors of my hand being placed onto my chest and my leg. That's just due to the way that the colors are mapped. They're taken directly from the colors of the RGB cameras, and depending on the order of when those colors are applied, it causes those texture artifacts. But otherwise, you can see that it's a fairly good capture. It's recognizably me. You can see some details like my mask. You can, if we zoom in, you can see my phone in my pocket when I took the recording. It's pretty crazy. The process setting up for Unity takes a little bit of configuring and loading in the Soar SDK packets, but once you have that, all you really need to do is bring in the model, the volumetric model prefabs that they already provide, and simply change out the file name underneath the volumetric render script. Also included are there's a VFX graph compatibility. So here I've given sort of a basic effect. Gives the illusion that my character is, me, I am on fire. But everything is fine. I still hit that sweet dab, and I still go in for that thumbs up at the end. Like I said, this is a fairly simple VFX graph that's generating the particles at the various vertices of the mesh. This is all done using the setups that came with the volumetric model VFX prefab, which includes a send VFX data script, and yeah, I'm quite happy with the results. The technology, unfortunately, is very clearly still in development and is also very unstable. I should mention that in trying to record this video, Unity has crashed on me 3 times, and also during the setup for this recording, while trying to mess around with materials and shader graph, I very easily completely broke everything. I'm honestly kind of amazed that I managed to get this sort of fire effect going, because it's a very sensitive and delicate machine. But when it works, man, does it look cool. Anyways, that's all for me. Have a good night.